We all saw the recent announcement. EA actually acknowledged what we've all known, that The Sims 4 is a buggy mess. To EA's credit, I did appreciate that the announcement also stated that they've put together a team of people to actually fix the problem. And I want to put EA's bug fixing to the test. I've put together a list of 8 bugs that are currently rampant in The Sims 4, and I want to highlight these and then come back and revisit them in 3 to 4 months to see how many of them actually get fixed. Note that for each bug, I'll be ensuring that it's been reported to the Sims 4 team or reporting it manually myself if necessary, and I'll also have additional information at the end of the video on how to report bugs or upload existing bug reports. First up is what I'm honestly shocked hasn't been fixed yet, being that Sims aren't appropriately awarded the Happy Toddler or Top-Notch Toddler reward traits upon aging up from a toddler to a child. Toddlers who have at least level 3 in all skills are meant to receive the Happy Toddler trait, and if their skills are all maxed, then they should receive the Top-Notch Toddler trait upon aging up. However, currently no matter what their skills are, they won't receive these traits. I've experienced this for a while, and again recently during my Super Sim series, and from looking at bug report threads, this one has been highly reported, and it has also been going on for around 2 years now, so let's hope it gets fixed. Next, we're going to look at the Sequoia Trails being bugged. Now, from my experience, these work perfectly if your sim lives in the Gilbert Gardens area of Sequoia, and they also work if your sim specifically visits the Recreation Center lot. However, if you visit one of the other 3 lots located within the Gilbert Gardens section of Sequoia, your sim will queue up the interaction as normal, go to the starting point, change into their activewear, and then the interaction will disappear and your sim will just stand there doing nothing. This happens for all 3 of the trails in the area, and it's a bug that's been around since the launch of Growing Together over a year ago. I also mentioned this bug during my Growing Together World Secrets and Features video, and I'm a little stunned that it's still not fixed. Now let's take a look at the working from home bug that impacts on both the Simfluencer and video game streamer careers from the High School Years pack, as well as the Handy Person career from the For Rent expansion pack. Now, the way that working from home is supposed to work is that depending on your career, you'll be given 1 to 2 work from home assignments. If you have 2 working from home assignments, then completing each one will award you with 50% of your pay, or if you just have 1 working from home assignment, it'll award you with the full 100% of your pay. Currently though, rather than receiving a full day's pay for completing work from home assignments in the Simfluencer and video game streamer careers, you will only be awarded around 10 to 13 simoleons. And in the Handy Person career, you are literally not awarded any money at all. So despite these careers having working from home options, actually working from home in them will see you barely get paid. These bugs have been around a while, and in particular working from home in the Simfluencer and video game streamer careers were bugged back towards the end of 2022 when I made guides on them. Moving on to take a look at another bug from high school years, being that entering the Llama's Lair does nothing. For context, when you're at least level 3 of the entrepreneur skill and working in either the Simfluencer or video game streamer careers, you'll then be able to use the career section of a computer to research a business plan, which will then be placed into your inventory. At level 5 of the entrepreneur skill, you will then gain the ability to consume this business plan to appear on Llama's Lair, which will see your sim disappear into a rabbit hole for a little while before returning, usually with a notification indicating how well they did. But no matter if your appearance on Llama's Lair goes poorly or exceedingly well, you don't receive anything from this. It just consumes your business plan and gives you nothing. No money, no skill experience, no objects. Nothing. And it's been this way since release, which makes me think that they just forgot to add any sort of reward for this in the first place. As it functions now, it makes no sense and I'm calling it a bug. Let's take a look at a potentially heartbreaking bug next, and it all ties back to the Finchwick fair from Cottage Living. Now yes, the whole fair's a bit of a mess, but of particular concern is the fact that when you submit animals for judging, such as your chickens, llamas, and cows, you don't actually get them back. That's right, while you're absolutely meant to get your animals back after the conclusion of the fair, Currently, they're literally swallowed up by the game. Or I guess you could conclude that the Finchwick Fair organisers have decided to steal your animals. Either way, justice for the cottage living animals is needed, and until this is fixed, please do not submit any animals that you have any attachment to for judging at the Finchwick Fair. Now for a quick bug that I really do hope gets fixed. Dine Out is a notoriously buggy pack, and this extends to the experimental food photos collection. To collect photos from the collection, you essentially order specific, usually stranger and more expensive menu items, which you will then be able to take an experimental photo of. Following this, an experimental food photo of that dish will appear in your inventory. Now at first, when you place these on the wall, everything seems fine, but if you then go to frame the photo, then the picture will always change to reflect the vanilla seashell's Simstagram print, and it won't revert back even if you remove the frames. It's a massive shame because the prints are absolutely gorgeous, though they do look a little bit unorganized without frames. Next is another collection bug, being that I believe many of the Spellcaster wands are unobtainable, though I'm open to being corrected by people if I'm wrong here. So for context, there's 56 different magical artifacts in the collection. Of these, 26 are unique magical artifacts, being a range of wands, brooms, and familiar orbs. Then there's 30 additional objects that form the collection, which are simply unique colors of swatches of both wands and brooms. 20 of these are broom swatches, and 10 are wand swatches. While the 20 additional broom swatches can be obtained through gameplay, the 10 additional wand swatches currently can't be gained through gameplay, that is, through the shops in Caster's Alley, or from winning duels against other spellcasters when dueling for artifacts. Despite being unobtainable in this way, they can still be found in debug, but it would be nice if the collection wasn't impossible to complete without taking objects from debug. Again, please fix. The final bug that we're going to look at regards marbles from the For Rent expansion pack. Marbles can be collected by all, however only kids can play with them. Notably, there's an option for kids to play for keeps, where they risk a marble in order to gain a marble, but when playing for keeps, even if you win, you won't be given an additional marble. From my understanding, this has been bugged pretty much since the release of For Rent and never fixed, so another one for the list. Now we've looked at the bugs, and I know that this just scratches the surface as to the problems within the game, but these bugs are all quite easy for me to come back to and to test to see if they're fixed in the next few months. And of course, it's only fair that if I'm asking EA to fix these bugs, then they have to officially be reported. To report a bug, you'll want to go to answers.ea.com and then select The Sims 4 before scrolling down and selecting Bug Reports. Once logged in, the best thing to do is to search to see if the bug that you're experiencing has already been reported, and then to Me Too the post. If you can't find an existing bug, then create a new topic from which you can give details and report the bug yourself. All bugs mentioned in this video have been reported, with links to their report threads in the description. EA, I am so happy that you're acknowledging the bugs, and I am so happy that you're doing something about them. I think it's a massive, massive step in the right direction. Now please blow my mind and fix all of these bugs in the next 3 to 4 months before I do a follow-up. I'm rooting for ya.